Welcome to TV3. We're standing in front of Tennerton Auto Repair and Towing Service right here in Tennerton, which is on Route 20 south from Buckhannon, and it's on the Tolmansville Road. We're going to tell you a little bit about them, and we're going to show you some pictures in case you have to have your car repaired. Tennerton Auto is a family business owned and operated by Joe Jeffries. If you need your car repaired, if you need a car inspection or towing, Joe will take care of your needs. For more information on Tennerton Auto, call 304-472-2174. Tennerton Auto and Repair is the proud sponsor of several events during the West Virginia Strawberry Festival, including the Quilt Show, Arts and Crafts, and the photo exhibit. You may watch these events on TV3 or go on to YouTube at www.tv3ondemand. TV3 would like to thank Tennerton Auto and Repair for helping to showcase festival events, and we hope you visit Tennerton Auto for all your vehicle needs. That's towing, car repair, and call 304-472-2174 and make an appointment to have your car inspected. This is Tennerton Auto in Tennerton, Route 20 south from Buckhannon, West Virginia, 64 Tolmansville Road, right here in Buckhannon. Welcome to TV3. I'm Carol Long, and I'm with Dennis Cordes. We're filming the very popular quilt show that's at the Arts and Crafts facility at West Virginia Wesleyan College. We're in the gym upstairs. There is an elevator, so if you want to do the craft show and then come up to quilt show, you can come up the elevator. And we just want to showcase some of the wonderful talent we have here. And we're going to start on this side, and we have a first place winner, and this is really pretty. This is the wearable accessories. And the name of the quilt design is Catatuck Tote by Luann Bowers. And she owns it, and she has won first place. Second place winner is Felted Butterfly Vest by Bonnie Riffle. This is really pretty. And we have a second place in home decor. This is called Summer Treat. It's Watermelons by Sharon Wyatt. We have a third place in the home decor, and this is the Christmas Table Runner by Pamela Brown. And then we have some quilted bowls, and we have another one for home decor up in the back here. And
what kind of soup we put in those quilted bowls?
I would say you could put all kinds of snacks in there, or you can just you could do that. Well, you can put a bowl in them too, and that makes it less hot if you're eating something hot. Okay. This one's Ann Mickle, and the one in the back is Marilyn Peterson. But these are nice for snacks. You could even put strawberries. Look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just set that on your table with some pretty little strawberries in it.
There you go.
Now, this is the 25th anniversary of the West Virginia Quilters Incorporated. They did a special contest yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The first place, $1,000, which is The Empty Nest Syndrome by Judy Lilly. Second place, $600, Ramble On by Amy Plapst. Third place, $400, Bright Hope for Tomorrow by Beverly Javins. The guidelines were to reflect the theme yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and finish any antique you choose. So let's look at these, and let's just start with this Bright Hope for Tomorrow. And this is the third place winner, Bright Hope for Tomorrow. And I've got to remember to go back and get my gloves, Dennis, if I'm going to touch these.
Sure.
And this is the
Ramble On.
Ramble On. Does it have the winner? 25th. Well,
this is second place.
Okay, this must be first place. Here, I see it now. This one is The Empty Nest Syndrome. This is Judy Lilly's, and she won the first place on this. These are pretty. This one even has feathers in the nest. Look. We're going to break just a second till I go get my nice little gloves so I can look at all these quilts. And we use these, and I think I mention this to everybody every year when we do the quilt show. If if you touch the quilts with your hand has a special oil in it that will spot the quilts and it'll ruin them sometimes. So we need to make sure we don't touch anything unless we have gloves on. And these are really not going on very good, but I'll try. Let's see what we've got over here, Dennis. This is another home decor. This is the dress form by Linda Artler, and looks like first place for the Strawberry Festival, and it's also the judge's choice. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's under.
I haven't seen a dress form at all in 40 years.
Oh, you can find them sometimes, but
Not in the line of work I do.
whatever, Dennis. Okay, these are family yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's what this one is called. And do we see names on them?
Yeah, this is Oceans Alive. I don't see people's names.
No. Silver baskets.
Look at see like this. Here's a lesson in junk in the ocean.
Isn't that sad?
We got like a jellyfish there. He's caught up with some kind of man-made material. Over here we got cans and bottles and bags. And look up here. You get a better angle on this.
And they get all caught up.
This sea turtle is snagged in one of those clear plastic pop six-pack carriers.
That's sad.
Yeah. I always cut mine up when I throw them away, but not into small pieces of it. It's still one piece, but there's no sealed holes in them when I cut them up.
Okay, this one is by Cindy Conway of Salem, and this is the West Virginia Quilters Incorporated anniversary. This one is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's made by Rita Hube of Tunnelton, West Virginia. Here is Silver Baskets by Deborah Thayer Curtis of Elkins. This one is made by Connie Forth of Barbersville, and this one's Connecting the Generations. That's pretty. Look at the hands.
Yeah.
And up here is Life of a Coal Miner. This is Rhonda Wilson, a coal miner's daughter from Orville, Ohio. Loads 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Okay, and here's Circle in Time. And it's got the 25 years, and it's done by Anna Price of St. Albans. And we have more of these, I think. This one is Embracing the Past, Enjoy the Future, Embracing the Past, Enjoying the Present, Anticipating the Future by Jeannie Brown from Somersville. And this one is Good Friends Are Like Stars, Irma Miller of Spencer.
My teeth are like stars.
Yeah. The top one, yeah, that's true. The West Virginia Star, and that one is made by Vicki Graham. And this one is Tomorrow is Better Than Today is Better Than Yesterday, PTSD Recovery. And this one is done by Roberta Jackson Gellner. And that's from St. Mary's. This one's Quilting in Infinity and Beyond, Claudia Covey from Gassaway, West Virginia. This one just has all kinds of, let's see, You've Come a Long Way, Baby. And it looks like these are different people who've won certain things in different years. And it's done by Kathy Sawa of Frametown. Now let's look at this one up here. Months fly by as today becomes yesterday's tomorrow. And that one is done by Willana Wales from Lesage, West Virginia. I like this one, Dennis. Timeless. It's quilted by Sandy Sheffield from Lavalette, West Virginia.
Lavalette.
Lavalette, okay. A sapling of yesterday is the tree of today that yields the fruit of tomorrow. I like that saying. It's called My Tree by Janet Workman from Mount Lookout, West Virginia. And here's Rolling Hills of Life by Shirley Brown of Frametown, West Virginia. And this again is the West Virginia Quilters 25th Anniversary Challenge Quilts. This one is called Journey Through Time by Fran Kordak from Elkins in Morgantown. This one's neat, Pineapple Celtic. It's made by Deborah Wickel of Alderson, West Virginia. And I think we have, these are wall hangings, and we have the third place winner, Blue Sky Blossom by Tish Stemple. She quilted it and owns it. And let's go to the second place winner. This is Winter's Evening by Deborah Rains. She made it and quilted it, and it's called Winter's Evening. She won second place. And the first place winner for the wall hangings is Autumn Glories by Patty Anderson. She made it and quilted it. And if they're for sale, I will let you know. None of these are for sale, but she is the winner. Okay, let's see this one. This is the long arm machine quilted. It's a large one. It's called Diamond District, made by Terry Morrison and quilted by Catherine Everson. And it is not for sale. That's a pretty quilt. Oh, look at all the birds. This is a long arm machine quilted. It's a large quilt for the birds. Barbara Hunter made it, and the quilting was done by the Stitching House, and it is not for sale. Let's see how they did on the, we always turn these over to see how pretty the back is quilted. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. It's pretty on the back as it is on the front. Let's go to this next one, Dennis. This is a long arm machine quilted. It's large, called Fall Mix by Sharon Wyatt. She made it, and it was quilted by the Lemon Twist. She owns it. It is not for sale. These are huge quilts. Long arm machine quilted large, Escape to the Wild Side by Deborah Rains, and she made it. It was quilted by Paula Fetwitz. And it is for sale for $550. This is a long arm machine quilted Disappearing 9-patch by Jane Bowers and quilted by Dave Ramsberg. It is not for sale. That's a neat quilt. It's called Disappearing 9-patch. Okay, and the one next door here is a honorable mention. It's Jenny's Quilt by Ann Mickle and quilted by Patsy Turner. And that is mixed up colors. Isn't that pretty? Our royalty from the festival comes over to the quilt show, and they have their picks as well. So this happens to be the Teen's Choice, and it's called Teal. It's made by Cindy Gay, and the Stitching House quilted it. It is not for sale. That's pretty. I like this one in the back. Let's see who. This is the second place winner for the Strawberry Festival Quilt Show, and it's called Bargello by Jill Bentley. She made it and quilted it. It is not for sale. And third place winner for the long arm machine quilted in the large is Square and Square by Judy Moore, quilted by Country Roads. And this is a third place winner. That's a pretty one too. Look at all the different colors. And this is not easy to do when you start putting things in. Every one of these has to be just the right size. And let's see how it's quilted. Oh, it's got a different backing on it, but isn't that pretty, Dennis? Quilters make better comforters. Isn't that neat? I'll let you go in, Dennis. Okay. This is a long arm machine quilt, large. It's called Waynesburg Central HS T-shirts. So it's made out of T-shirts by Marilyn Peterson, quilted by the Stitching House. It is not for sale, but it's got all kinds of different classes on it. And then this one is Beulah's Lost Stitches. Beulah Carver did this, and it was quilted by Mary Ellen Lemons. It is not for sale. But this is beautiful work. Look at this. So intricate. Oh, I like these. These are pretty. The quilter who dies with the most material wins. I like that too. This is a pretty long arm machine quilted. Delectable Mountains by Pamela Brown and quilted by Lemon Twist. I think the Lemon Twist is an organization that does this. Let's go to this one over here. This another long arm machine quilted, large, The Beginning by Gloria Riley, and quilted by the Back Porch Quilters. And this one is just beautiful here. Let me come around you, Dennis, so I don't walk through.
You don't want to be on camera? You've been on camera how many times?
Well, I didn't want to ruin the view of the quilt. Blessed are the quilters, for they are the peacemakers. P-I-E-C.
Yeah.
And this one is a long arm machine quilt, large. It's beautiful too. It's called Stars and Stripes by Barbara Lane and quilted by Lemon Twist. It's beautiful. I haven't seen one that looks like another one so far. They're all, and this one behind you that you just did. That's so pretty with all the little pieces put together to make that design. Here's a first place winner. This is called Sunday Days, Cloudy Nights by Rita Gum and was quilted by the Back Porch Quilters. That's different. And then we have this one, which is called the Ohio Star. Was made by Unknown and quilted by Unknown. Terry Morrison owns it. And this is a third place winner. Now we have storybook quilts. These are cute. Made by the Eye of the Needle Guild in Philippi for foster children. Isn't this awesome? We have a doggy.
Shamrock.
And this one is a shamrock up here. I don't think we have names on them, do we? Look at the house in this, and there's all kinds of neat things with the houses. This one has a bird. The birds are on the line. And this one is for a farm, and it goes moo. We have Holstein cows on a farm. Let's see. This is cute too. They're out camping. This one has all kinds of dinosaurs on it. And here's one with boats. And the last one's fish. Eye of the Needle Quilt Guild. And their community projects help folks have blankets. I'll let you zero in on that.
Read it if you want. There's some of it.
They do doll clothes, lap quilts, blankets for animal friends of Barber County. They took the storybook quilts and the books to Barber County elementary schools and read to the students. They make a quilt of valor. They participate in the art stroll, organize blue and gray quilt show in the Philippi Garden. They've just done all kinds of things. So this is the storybook quilts made by the Eye of the Needle Guild in Philippi, and it's for foster children. This is awesome. We have some new things this year at the quilt show, and they're very interesting. Old quilters never die, they just go to pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the first place winner called Sunbonnet Sue, and it's done by Thalia Fisher, and it was quilted by the Quilters Garage. It's and this again, very intricate work. You know, a little piece for the arm, a little piece for the hand, and you have to do the bonnet and the feet, and it's just very intricate work. Here's a pretty one. This is the Strawberry Fields. Fayetta Spears and Terry Morrison, and it was quilted by Catherine Averson. And that's strawberry. So there's a strawberry quilt. Hi. This is a machine pieced and hand quilted. Now this is a little different. You put the pieces together and then you hand quilt it after it's done. It's not quilted by a machine. This is called the Sisters Quilt, painted by Justine Walmsley, made by Jewel Campbell, and she also quilted it, and she also owns it. And then we have oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see these. Antique quilts. They're 35 years or older. This one is a sailboat. And I have to get down here, Dennis. Grace Tenney and Grandma Potts made it and quilted it together. This one is a crazy quilt. Now, a crazy quilt can have anything in it, and that one sure does. Elizabeth McQueen made it and quilted it. And just look at all the different things that you see on that crazy quilt.
Yeah.
You can put anything in there any way you want to. Here is our first place winner, Wings to Fly by Kayla St. Louis. She made it and quilted it and won first place. Again, all these tiny little pieces. This must have taken a long time to do that. Here's a second place winner called the Colonial Star. That's beautiful. Wouldn't that be pretty in a black and white bedroom? Georgette Ward made it and quilted it. And most all of these, I think we found one that's for sale. Most of them are not for sale. Now we have another one on this side. Okay. This is an antique quilt. It's 35 years or older. It's called Friendship. And we don't know who made it and we don't know who quilted it, but Terry Morrison owns it. All kinds of intricate work. And these were, when you get a one that's this old, most all of them are they're handmade and quilted. Now, usually at the quilt show, we have some things that are for sale. So we're going to look at the tables and see what you can come over here and pick up for yourself. Hi there. Tell us what you have to offer.
My name's Ann Minkle, and I have some Dresden plates. These are Dresden plates, and they have a batting in them, as do these hot pads, where you can take something right out of the oven and put on it. And then I have these bowl cozies.
See, Dennis, they're called a cozy. I called them bowls, and he said, what do you put in them?
Well, you put a bowl in it, and then
I was wondering what kind of soup went in there.
well, you have to put the bowl in, and
Oh,
then
with the
soup,
bowl.
and then put it in the microwave.
There
Yeah,
you
okay.
go.
And then it won't burn your fingers.
That's a neat idea. And then behind you, you have some
I
pretty
have
things.
some table runners.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's quite all right, and they.
That's a pretty one for
We get a
strawberry.
better close-up that way.
Yeah. Bowl cozy.
And sometimes they're made, and this one probably is too. You can use it on both sides. You could.
You could. Yes. It's got some padding in it, so you can put something hot on it. It doesn't have this. It has the same things.
Oh, look at this. We have some
Those are
chickens.
Little chickens. They're
Now, what
pot
do you do
holders.
with the pot holders?
Yeah, could be a pot holder. See.
Neat.
Or you can use it for a pain cushion or just a little friend. Then I've got some boxes. Some of them are big enough to put Kleenex in.
There you go. Pillows. We have pillows and more table runners.
Yes.
This one is pretty.
Those are hot pad things over there. I can't.
Okay.
I can get
Well,
a
why
little
don't
place,
you
but not
go over
far.
there and I'll take that sheet off.
These are
What Kay tell you?
Center for tables.
We can't come over because of this.
Oh, she can't move. I'm sorry. Okay.
I said these are hot pads, like for hot dishes. Another center for table. Aprons. Potato bags.
These are pretty. Are those for hot dishes or just to look at?
John Puffenbarger made these. He just wood burned them.
Okay.
Yes, they've got the neat little sayings on them for tissue holders. And this is made wrapped like string or wrapped cording. And then you have to sew this, zigzag it together on your sewing machine to
All
make a
kinds
bowl.
of pot holders.
Yes.
And I like these. There's napkin or table placemats.
Yes,
and-
these are like 3 sets of placemats, and then these tablets.
Oh, that's nice. I have bought those before for Christmas gifts, and they're
Yeah.
really nice.
And these are really neat for someone with a walker. They can have a,
Oh, how nice is that?
that'll hold a book,
Right.
water bottle, your phone.
Lots of things in there.
Yes. And then we're having a raffle quilt.
Oh, the raffle quilt. Well, tell me about that. You've got tickets that you're selling.
Yes, we're selling them $1 a piece or 6 for $5.
Okay.
And our quilt guild made these. And who quilted it? Who quilted it? Mary Ellen Lemon Twist.
And when is it going to be?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. They'll
And
do
the
a drawing.
proceeds will go to the Salvation Army this year.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us. I may have to try to get one.
Okay.
Okay, Dennis, let's start at this one. Now, we'll have to come back in and get that last one, okay? This is the Rainbow Baskets by Barbara Hunter and quilted by the Stitching House. This one is called The Flower Garden by Cindy Gay, and the Stitching House quilted this one as well. Here's a baby or a child's quilt. This is a first place winner. It's called the Layer Cake Pop by Tish Stemple. She made it and quilted it. And then this one is second place in the baby or child quilt. Sunbonnet Sue and Overall Bill. That is so cute. Joyce Zirkle made this one and owns it. But you see the little girl and the little boy. That is so cute. Blessed are the quilters, for they are the peacemakers again. This one is The Outdoorsman by Cindy Gay. The Stitching House did it. Oh, look at those deer. Aren't they pretty? That'd be nice for a teenage boy's room or maybe a man's house with a quilt. This is a large wall hanging. It's called the Green Lattice, and Linda Otler did this one and it was quilted by Dale Rubel. Oh, this is a pretty one for fall, and it's a second place winner called Autumn Splendor. Members of the Log Cabin Quilters in Elkins did this. It was quilted by Barbara Green. And this, it says, oh, it's owned by the Raffle Quilt. This one is for display only. It's called Seasons by Judy Moore and quilted by Country Roads. That's pretty too. It's got all kinds of special things in it. You've got all the seasons, and you've got Santa Claus, and you've got the foxes and the bunnies and the snowmen. It's really different. This is Mixed Techniques, and that's one where you can just put all kinds of things together. This is done by Georgette Ward. She made it and quilted it. This one is for sale for $75. Then we have a couple things here. This is Mixed Techniques. Bless This Mess. That's cute. Barbara Fultz made it and quilted it. Here's another Mixed Techniques. It's called A Quilter's Dream. Linda Childers made and quilted this one. Here's another one called Mixed Techniques. Again, when you have mixed techniques, you do the quilt, but you see the stitching, and some of the things are decorated with stitches. It's called Lace Cabins by Terry Small. She made it and quilted it. That's pretty. I like that one. This one really shows up from downstairs. I looked at this a while ago. This one is display only. Santa by Judy Moore and quilted by the Country Roads. This one is for sale for $700, and it really shows up at a distance. Called Santa. Have you found your favorite yet, Dennis?
Oh, yeah.
This is called Over the River. Again, this is mixed techniques, and you can see the stitching, you can see the quilting. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. That is really, really pretty. Mixed techniques, Over the River and Through the Woods, embroidered by Sandy Dunor, and Deborah Rains made it. Quilted by Paula, I think it's Telowitz, I'm not sure. Here's a second place winner. This is Comforters, and this is a lot of comforters. Look at the chickens and the roosters. That's the name of it, Roosters. It's done by Jewel Campbell and knotted by Tammy Lanham. That is different, and this is called a knotted quilt. This is where you, instead of quilting it, you just put little knots in with material and string, and there's all kinds of ways to make quilts, and there's more and more as people learn how to do different things. Oh, that is beautiful. That reminds me of my black cat. Remembering Puss, made by Deborah Cheveco and quilted by the Back Porch Quilters. This is a second place winner. This is really pretty. I like the material in that too. Let's see how this one looks on the back. Isn't that pretty?
Paw prints.
Yes, paw prints. That's awesome. I'm glad I turned it over.
Yeah.
This is a long arm machine quilt, medium size. It's called Summer Wind, and it's done by Pamela Brown and quilted by the Lemon Twist. Here's a long arm machine quilted medium, Love, Strength, and Courage by Carla Rigger. She made it and quilted it. Quilting forever, housework whenever. I like that saying very much.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a pretty one. It's a machine applique. Again, you see different things on it, fixed in different designs. And this one is called The Raven by Judy Moore, and she made it, and it was quilted by Deb Davis. And it's a first place winner. That's very intricate work. Look at all the little tiny things in there. That took a lot of time. Here's a third place winner. This is long arm machine quilted medium, Scrappy String Quilt. Now when I say scrappy, it was done by Patsy Burgess and quilted by the Lemon Twist. I would say scrappy is made out of everything she has left over from all the quilts she's done, and she's made this beautiful quilt out of scraps. And that's not easy to do. It has to be perfectly cut. Here's the first place winner in the long arm machine quilted. This is a medium quilt, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's called Super Cod Gravy Mod. Super Cod Gravy Mod by Carol Pizzino and quilted by Diana Beveridge and the Art Sense.
Super cool, groovy mod.
Thank you, Dennis.
I'm sorry. That's
Well, that could be. It looked like a
gotta
D.
look to the bottom,
Well,
that's
now
your
look.
glasses.
Yes, it looked like a COD, but it's cool. I'm sorry. I apologize. Super cool, gravy cool.
groovy. Groovy modern, something mod, M-O-D.
Okay, you tell them.
I think. I don't know.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Some intricate work on this one, and it has a different backing on it, but it looks just as pretty as the front.
Mm-hmm.
You can make sure if I make a mistake, Dennis will find it. But I'm glad you do, because I want it to be right.
Keep it to a minimum.
There you
I don't
go.
want to make a career out of it.
This is,
Did I say that out loud?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'd rather quilt.
Yeah.
Machine applique. This is The Queen and Her Court by Deborah Raines and Paula. Again, I think it's Tehlewitz, and she quilted it, and it's very, very pretty. Machine applique. And it is not for sale. Now, let me go over on this side. Oh my goodness. This is mixed techniques again. You see the quilt and you see all the things added to it. The baskets with the flowers, that's all individually done. It's called Baskets for Mother. Deborah Thayer Curtis did it, and it was quilted by Barbara Green. Absolutely beautiful. This one is called Best of Show as well as First Place. So it won Best of Show and First Place in the mixed techniques, and I can see why. It's just gorgeous.
A lot of these things are standing proud from the background.
Right,
Here,
right.
and here.
Yeah. They're added to the quilt, which makes it, again, the technique.
Yeah.
This is a long arm machine quilt, medium, Lace and Romance by Barbara Hunter and quilted by Lemon Twist. All kinds of designs in there. And this is an honorable mention. Oh, that's a neat backing, isn't it? Sometimes the quilt on the back will be just as pretty as,
It's stuff that's on the back.
Here's a long arm machine quilt medium, Churn Into the Night by Deborah Raines. Paula Tehlewitz, I'm going to say that. It's Tehlewitz. Tehlewitz, maybe? I'm sorry that I didn't get the name correct if it's wrong. But this is a pretty quilt. Oh, now this one's different on the back. Look at that. I like the back of these sometimes as much as I like the front. This one is called The Sweet Strawberry by Jean Kelly and quilted by Kay Bailey. That's pretty. It's got all kinds of neat things in it too. We got these, didn't we? So maybe we have gotten all of them. Oh, okay. This one's called Townhouse. It's a long arm machine quilted. It's medium by Nancy Stamper, and the quilting, it was done by the Stitching House. Again, all kinds of designs. And back here is Grandma's Flower Garden. That's pretty. By Cindy Phillips. It was quilted by the Stitching House. And it is Grandma's Garden, and there's just all kinds of work in that one. Now this one has got beautiful quilting on the back, and it's in white. That's pretty. This is another pretty one. I have to get a little closer, Dennis. I can't read it. Okay, this is second place, Aloha by Kitty Lee, and it was quilted by the Quilters Garage. You sure we did these two? Oh, they're in, okay. No, if we got it, I don't remember showing them.
We can get them again if you want.
Let's do this one again because I don't remember seeing this one. Love, Strength, and Courage by Carla Rigger. She made it and quilted it. And this is a long arm machine quilt. And this one, another long arm machine quilt by, it's called Summer Wind by Pamela Brown and done by the Lemon Twist group. The way these are put in here, sometimes we're not sure if we got them or not. This one's called Log Cabin by Fela Fisher and quilted by the Stitching House. This is a long arm machine quilt medium. Oh, this one's pretty. This one's full of kitty cats. It's called Kitty Cat. That's the name of it. And Marilyn Peterson, embroiderer unknown, she made it, and it was quilted by the Stitching House. But look at all of this embroidery work. That is gorgeous. This is a second place winner. Very, very nice. And Here's our first place winner. It's Ava's Quilt by Camilla Hornbeck. She made it and quilted it. And this is a first place winner. And again, this is not easy to do, to put all of it together and then to do all of this extra cross stitch on it. It's beautiful. And every basket's different. You might have, well, even the brown baskets are different. That's different, really different. Let's see how it looks on the back.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty? This is the first place winner in the embroidery. Okay, here's Hannah's Berries by Gail Rowan and quilted by Kay Bailey. Mixed techniques again. All kinds of things are used to do these quilts. That's pretty on the back too.
Yep.
Now this is a neat one. It is the Queen's Choice for today. And this is called Animals and Log Cabins. It was made by Iris Perry and quilted by Kay Watts. And look at all of these animals. Cross-stitched animals all the way through in the log houses. Pretty on the back. Hi, how are you all? Mixed techniques, hi. This is called Granny Stars. Beatrice Parks made this one and it's quilted by the Back Porch Quilters. It's hard to make a choice of what you like the best. They're all so pretty. We did those. Here's a second place winner in the mixed techniques. Emma's Floral Menagerie by Kitty Lee and quilted by Diana Beveridge. Oh my goodness. That is really neat. You've got butterflies, chickens.
Hippos, rhinos,
Oh,
giraffes.
I see a giraffe at the top. I see a bunny rabbit and a turtle and an elephant, a kitty cat. My goodness, how pretty. Large wall hanging, Seasons of West Virginia by Barbara Hunter and quilted by Stitching House. Oh, that's beautiful. You see a lot of these mail pouch barn signs. Visions of West Virginia. Those certainly are the seasons of West Virginia, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, this is a neat one over here. And let me scoot over here. This is called Turtle Travels. I like this. The turtles, it's the first place winner in the large wall hanging done by Mary Utt and quilted by Diane Beveridge. And look at those turtles. There's not one alike. They all have different colors in there and they're traveling along. It's a first place winner. And again, we turn these over to see how it's as pretty on the back as it is on the front.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. It really is. It's
Wait a minute. Open that back up again from this angle. Turtle Travels, 2019. That's on the back.
I don't think it is for sale though. No, it isn't, but that's pretty. And that gives your heritage to it.
This is my one room.
Okay. The top one is Alpine Star by Joyce Phillips and quilted by Sandra Calvert. And this is a large wall hanging. And below it we have that truck. I don't know how that truck became so popular, but you see it Christmas and holidays, and it's called Home of the Free by Linda Childress. She quilted it also, and this is a large wall hanging. That's neat. Home of the Free. Then back here's a pretty quilt. This is a large wall. Well, we have another one here. I missed it, Dennis. My West Virginia Tree by Barbara Foltz and quilted by the Stitching House. Isn't that pretty? That's a wall hanging if you like West Virginia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it is not for sale. Here's another large wall hanging, Almost Heaven, by Carla Rigger, and she quilted it as well. That is beautiful. I love these trees. I don't know where she got all this material, but it's really pretty. And I have to look at the back of this one too, Dennis. Oh, look at that with the leaves. And they're all stitched inside. That is gorgeous. I think that took a lot of nice work. And it's also all quilted in there. That is beautiful. Here's another large wall hanging. Amish buggies, is that what it says? Tell me what.
Amish buggies.
Okay, Marilyn Peterson, and she made it. It's quilted by her and the back porch quilters.
See the Amish buggy?
Oh, here it is. Yes, I couldn't from there. That is different. That's neat.
I had the back of the camera up. to see
Well,
the
I was looking real close and I didn't see it either. Here's a third place winner on miniature quilts, Stars, Stars, Stars by Barbara Lane. She made it and quilted it. Miniature quilt, Flowers and Fences by Luann Bowers. She made it and quilted it and won first place. Second place winner on miniature quilt is the Log Cabin Twist by Mary Utt. She made it and quilted it. It's a little tiny one, but look at all the intricate work in that one. Okay, the one at the top is third place winner, Dresden Gardens by Patty Anderson. She made it and quilted it. That's really pretty too. And then here's another one called Fireburst. It's a large wall hanging by Tish Stemple. She made it and quilted it. And one honorable mention. We're almost done. Yes, we did. Sorry about that, Dennis. Okay, at the top up here is the third place winner in medium wall hangings, and it's called Script Ohio by Marilyn Peterson. She made it, and it's quilted by the Stitching House. Here's our first place winner in the
Ohio football stadium, Ohio State football stadium.
Okay.
I just realized it.
Okay. And this one is the Carpenter's Wheel by Tish Stemple. She made it and quilted it. It's a medium wall hanging, and she won first place. All the pretty work. Look at that on the back. I love to look at the back of these. They're so pretty. Here's the second place winner in the medium wall hangings. It's called Sawtooth Star by Sharon Wyatt. She made it and quilted it. That's very pretty. Here's our second place winner in amateur quilted, Star Blossom by Tish Stemple. She made it and quilted it. That's really pretty too. That's an intricate design. And this one is an amateur quilted. It won third place, Repro Double 4-patch. Patty Anderson made this and quilted it. The Repro Double 4-patch is what this is called. And it is different. It's just got little squares everywhere, and big squares, and medium-sized squares. Third place winner. We're going to look at the back of this one too, because I have a feeling it's a different color. Isn't that pretty?
Yep.
When you're looking for a quilt, always look at both sides to see if it's something you really think will work.
Sure.
This is amateur quilted. It's called Dawn and Dusk by Sharon Wyatt. She got first place on this, and it is for sale for $900. This is a really pretty quilt, and I'm going to look at the back of this one too. Oh, look, it's got flowers on the back. Very nicely quilted, both sides. Very pretty. I think this finishes us up. Now you have to make your choice. This is TV3, and we've been here at our quilt show for the West Virginia Strawberry Festival. And the quilters meet all the time, and if you're interested in quilting, get a hold of one of these ladies, and they will either bring you into the group or teach you how to quilt. So this is a lot of talent that we have right here in Upshur County, and we always like to showcase the talent that we have. Music, handwork, volunteers. I mean, it's just unbelievable when you live in Buckhannon and Upshur County to see all the things that are being done. So we're glad you joined us at TB3, and we want to thank Tennerton Auto as our sponsor. And we'll go on and see some other things, but thank you for joining us today. Welcome to TV3. We're standing in front of Tennerton Auto Repair and Towing Service right here in Tennerton, which is on Route 20 south from Buckhannon, and it's on the Tolmansville Road. We're going to tell you a little bit about them, and we're going to show you some pictures in case you have to have your car repaired. Tennerton Auto is a family business owned and operated by Joe Jeffries. If you need your car repaired, if you need a car inspection or towing, Joe will take care of your needs. For more information on Tennerton Auto, call 304-472-2174. Tennerton Auto and Repair is the proud sponsor of several events during the West Virginia Strawberry Festival, including the Quilt Show, Arts and Crafts, and the photo exhibit. You may watch these events on TV3 or go on to YouTube at www.tv3ondemand. TV3 would like to thank Tennerton Auto and Repair for helping to showcase festival events, and we hope you visit Tennerton Auto for all your vehicle needs. That's towing, car repair, and call 304-472-2174 and make an appointment to have your car inspected. This is Tennerton Auto in Tennerton, Route 20 south from Buckhannon, West Virginia, 64 Tolmansville Road, right here in Buckhannon.